Hello and welcome to Munich. I am spending the next month here. Got here yesterday, spent most of yesterday doing logistics. And now today I'm going to start exploring. I'm going to do some side trips to other cities and learn a lot more about the German culture. This should be a lot of fun. I'm currently on Marienplatz, which is the main square in the old town. And it is beautiful. This is the Rathaus, or Town Hall. It's a beautiful, beautiful building. This is the courtyard inside the Town Hall. The longest chimes I've ever heard. Been going for about 10 minutes, but it was really cool. Came up to the top of the tower to see the view. It's pretty spectacular. On the right is St. Cajetan Church, and on the left is St. Salvatore Church. And behind St. Salvatore, over there, that is St. Marcus Church. People here, and it's Friday. Imagine what tomorrow's going to be like. Imagine what Oktoberfest is going to be like. This is Rindermarket Brunnen, or Rindermarket Fountain. It's kind of like a little waterfall. There's kids swimming in it over here. This is the Munich Cathedral. It's huge. This little fountain slash pond in front of the cathedral. Seems like a popular resting spot, so I'm sitting here for a little while. The cathedral's not as ornate as other churches in town. The ceilings are super high. It's gotta be like 150 feet. In Munich's largest marketplace, doing a walking tour.
So actually I want to show you the pole behind.
Apparently Freddie Mercury used to frequent this bar when he came to Munich, which was often.
Again, and also the tower. In the tower we have a museum.
This is the famous Hofbrauhaus. Famous for its beer. Beer mugs they lock up here. They have to come here once or twice a week. It costs €3 a year to join. There's a 40-year waiting list. Good morning. I am at the Deutsches Museum, which the lady at the Information Center said was the best one. All about science and technology, which is my wheelhouse. So it should be very interesting. And we're off to a good start here. This is a Messerschmitt plane from 1925. This plane is from 1939, actually flew in the Spanish Civil War. This microscope is from 1760. And they had microscopes back then. This one is also from 1760. That middle telescope is from around 1650. This is called a Lark mirror. So that top part would spin around and the flashing lights would attract flocks of lark and they would catch them with nets. Very cool. It's illegal to catch larks now because they killed so many of them back in the 1800s. Now I'm upside down. This was actually available in the US in the 1950s. And it said it included radiation sources. This is awesome. There's so many hands-on experiments and so many amazing things to see. I could spend all day here. Whole musical instruments section in this museum. This is called a speaking machine from 1800. It actually emulated human speech. Pretty phenomenal for something that's over 200 years old. This is actually a player piano with violins in it. It plays the violins and the piano. Synthesizer from 1969. Look how huge it is. Compare that to now. The whole area on photography and movie making. This is from 1910. Two old movie projectors. One on the left is from 1914. One on the right is from 1922. Oh wow, that takes me back. I had one of those. Also had one of those. And the transistor radio. The electronics tornado. These are from the 1972 Olympic Games, which were held here in Munich. These are different cipher machines from World War II. Sometimes they hid hidden messages inside walnuts. This is called the Rosetta disc. 7 centimeters in diameter, but it has 13,000 pages of text in it in 1,500 different languages. That's incredible. This part's dedicated to space exploration. And look at all this stuff. It's like 20 museums in one. I've been here for 6 hours and I haven't even seen everything. But I am tired, so I am going to leave. They can come back again because I did buy the city pass, which gets me in here for free. Yay. That was definitely one of the most incredible museums I've ever been to. So many things to see. I spent 6 hours here, like I said, and I didn't see everything. Coming to Munich is definitely worth seeing, but I would allow a whole day because it's just so much to take in. But it was so interesting, so many hands-on exhibits. And I was really fascinated by it. A lot of things to do with science and technology. This is the Isar River, which runs through Munich. I guess you can swim in it. There's a lot of people out here today. Very relaxing. Taking a bus tour of Munich today. This was included free in my city pass. If you're coming to Munich and you're going to do more than a couple things, definitely get the city pass. It's worth it. Almost everything's free, and it's pay one price for the whole day. It's a great deal. Bus tour took about 45 minutes. It's hop on, hop off bus tour, but the whole thing took about 45 minutes. It normally costs 24 euros, which I think is excessive for a 45-minute bus tour. But I had the city pass, so I got to do it for free. That's the Palace of Justice. This is Highway 2. My Airbnb is right there. My Airbnb is right there. A little noisy. This is the Lowenbrau Beer Garden. I think I'm going to have to visit this place. This is called Propylaea. I think I'm saying that right. It's one of the city gates of Munich. It's on this square right here called Königsplatz. Beautiful square. This is called the Glyptothek. It was commissioned by King Ludwig I to house his ancient Greek and Roman sculptures, and now it's a museum for ancient Greek and Roman sculptures. And this houses the state collection of antiques. The buildings here are beautiful. It says Bavarian beer, unique in the world. Kind of hard to see through the glass, but this Steinway piano here costs 140,000 euros. Having lunch in the Lowenbrau Beer Garden. Good morning. Today I'm headed to Schloss Nymphenburg, or Nymphenburg Palace, which was the summer residence of Bavarian dukes and kings. It's supposed to be very beautiful, have beautiful gardens. So let's check it out. Well, I must say that it's quite the summer home. Look how big it is. It goes all the way down there. This is the Great Hall. It's fantastic. This is called the Gallery of Beauties. These pictures were all commissioned by King Ludwig I. He liked his women, apparently, which got him in trouble. He had a mistress. The public found out about it, and he had to abdicate the throne. There are a lot of rooms in this castle. I'm just showing some of the interesting ones. This is Queen Caroline's bedroom. King Ludwig II was actually born on that bed.
Nascita del tanto atteso figlio maschio che vediamo sul quadro di destra sulla sinistra. Prima era nata solo una femmina.
This ceiling painting in the Great Room is just gigantic. And how anybody could paint something like that. It's amazing. Apparently this was painted by Johann Baptist Zimmermann. This is one of the residences on the palace grounds of one of the electors. It was finished in 1728. This is obviously the chapel. That chapel in there was really cool. It's made from coral and shells in like a mosaic style. Really, really interesting. The fountain was not going earlier. Called the Chinese Tower. I'm going to check out BMW World. BMW Welt. Welt means world in German. It's a Rolls-Royce Ghost. How much that goes for. According to a Google search, The starting price on this car is $354,000. This car starts at $422,000. Unbelievable. It's a BMW M5 limousine. Look at that paint job. Looks like BMW also owns Munich from 1959. This car is so cool. I'm not sure what the surface is made of. It said it's called the Mystique. I wonder if it has something to do with the X-Men Mystique. This is an electric car.
Zu den Vorgängen im Olympischen Dorf hier und jetzt wieder zum Sport, und zwar zu Armin Rasche, der die Dressur beobachtet.
This is Olympic Park, where the 1972 Olympics took place. And this is why I'm glad I don't have a car here. Here's a glimpse of the inside of the stadium, as close as I can get without going in. I'm not allowed to go in. The tower behind it. And this clearly is the Olympic swimming hall. And this is just outside the swimming hall. Looks like a man-made lake. I'm assuming this is where they had like the rowing competitions and stuff. There's the big Olympic pool. I believe that's where Mark Spitz won all of his medals in 1972. Famous American swimmer. They're setting up for a big festival at Olympic Park, so I couldn't see everything. It's called the Super Bloom Festival. Sam Smith and the Chainsmokers are the headliners. So I guess it's going to be pretty crowded around here starting tomorrow. Today's Friday. It starts on Saturday and goes into Sunday. So I'll be avoiding this area for the next couple days. Painting is so realistic. It looks like a picture, like a photograph. I really enjoyed that museum a lot. A lot of great paintings in there by great artists like Rembrandt and Van Gogh, a bunch of others. I was in there about 2 hours. I saw most of what I needed to see. It was €9 to get in, which I thought was a pretty good deal. And it was really worth seeing. So if you're in Munich, another good thing to see. This is Wittelsbacher Fountain. That is the Palace of Justice. It's where the Justice League meets. Just kidding. It really is the Palace of Justice. It's a warm, sunny Saturday here in September in Munich. And you can see all these people are out here in the river. It's a place to be. Good morning. Today I'm taking a hike through the English Garden, which is a huge park in Munich, bigger than Central Park in New York. Should be a lot of cool things to see. This lake is called Klein Hesse-Zoller See. This is called the Chinese Tower in the middle of the English Garden. There's a beer garden here too. But unfortunately it's not open yet because it's 9:30 on a Sunday morning. It's a pretty urban hike. A lot of it's through city streets, but you get to see a lot of the English Garden, so it's very interesting. Right now I'm standing on Max Joseph Brücke, which is Max Joseph Bridge. The river's pretty high since we've had a lot of rain recently. You can see how high the river is. Trees with water down there. That should give you a good indication of how high the water is. It's way up over the banks. Damn, that's a cool dam. Ha ha ha. Got some murals on it too. You can see them better from up top. Here's a better look at the murals that are on the building in front of the dam. A lot of the hike is like this too, just flat, pleasant, woodsy. It's nice. You wouldn't even know you were in a big city. This was a pleasant hike. Got to see a lot of the English Garden. Got to see a few interesting sights along the way. It's a good way to spend a couple of hours. Really enjoyed it.
I already know signs of reason out the window. Sometimes you just do, so I send up to the rooftops for an hour or three.
There are hundreds of thousands of people. Isar Tor, one of the former gates to the city. Isar Tor is on a road called Tal. No long-term name, just Tal. That's the name of the street right here. Tal. This is the spot in the tent. This is way less crowded than Saturday. So much better. I wanted to come to Oktoberfest for about 30 years and I finally made it. Woo-hoo. This is ox sausage. They have a lot of ox stuff here and a liter of beer. Chicken rotisserie. Two big tents. I love this sign right here. That just says Oktoberfest right there. So cool. This is the Paul Lenner tent. Paul Lenner, obviously. These are big beers, so you can't drink a lot of them. It's my second one, probably be it. Michelle. She's from New Zealand. I just met her. It looks so delicious. Yeah, baby, this is Oktoberfest. Big tents everywhere. They're not really tents, they're buildings now. I really loved Munich. Such a beautiful city. People were so nice, food was great, the beer was fantastic. Really gonna miss it. It's definitely the kind of place I could see myself moving to if I ever decide to move abroad, which you never know. Thanks for watching the video. Headed to Croatia next for another month of good times.